Let's talk some more about three-dimensional figures. All right, in our last lesson, we talked about polyhedrons, which are solid figures with three dimensions, length, width, and height, and the faces of those were polygons. Okay, and we learned about one type of polyhedron, which was a prism. Okay, so yesterday or the last lesson, we learned about a prism, which is a polyhedron that has two congruent bases, meaning equal or the same base, connected by lateral faces to make up a prism. So today we're going to learn about a pyramid. Pyramid. You probably heard about pyramids before, thinking about those giant pyramids in Egypt that are the tombs of the pharaohs. Okay, so a pyramid is a type of polyhedron with one base. It only has one base, and all the faces on a pyramid are triangles. And the triangles come to meet each other at a vertex. So what am I talking about? So here we go. Here's a pyramid. All right, you can see it has one base. This pyramid's base is a square. So the base of a pyramid could be any type of polygon. All right, so this one's a square. You could have a triangular base. You could have a pentagonal base, an octagonal base. Doesn't matter. But there's one base because the other side doesn't have a base like our prism does, right? This one has a square base, our prism, but it has all rectangles to meet another base. On our pyramid, we have a square base. The sides are triangles, and all the sides come up and meet together at one point called the vertex. Remember, we talked about the vertex or the vertices in our polygons before, is where our lines meet together. So here, all the faces come together and meet together at one vertex. So you can see I have a triangular base, a triangular base, a triangular base, a triangular base, or face, sorry, face. Depending on what your base is, so I have a square base. A square has four sides. So I'm going to have four faces to my pyramid. If I had an octagon as my base of my pyramid, I would have 8 triangular faces because there's 8 sides to an octagon. So here I have another pyramid. It has a base of a triangle. So triangle has 3 sides. So this triangular pyramid has 3 faces that come and meet together at a vertex. All right, so again, a pyramid is a type of polyhedron with one base. All the faces are triangles, and they meet together at one vertex. All right, we also have things that are not polyhedrons, non-polyhedrons, and these are our three-dimensional figures that have a curved surface. They have a curved surface. So let's talk about, there's 3 types that we're going to talk about. We have cones, cylinders, and spheres. So a cone has a circle as a base. And cones will only have a circle as a base. You can't have a square base or an octagon base on a cone because then the surfaces will not be curved. So it only has a circle as a base, and the curved side meets together at a point, kind of like a pyramid does. You can remember that this is called a cone because you might have a parking cone or an ice cream cone that you would see, and you use those a lot all the time. So this is a cone. We also have a cylinder. A cylinder has 2 bases, and again, they're both circles. So a cylinder is only ever going to have a circle as a base. It has 2 bases, and then it's connected by one flat edge all the way around. This is our cylinder. You might think of it like a soda can or a can of soup. Those all come in cylinders. 2 bases, the bases are circles, and they're connected by a curved plane. The last non-polyhedron we're going to talk about is a sphere. All right, a sphere is like what? Like a ball. All the balls that we know are spheres. The Earth is a sphere. It has no bases. It has no vertex. It has no flat edges. The whole thing is round. Okay, it's completely a round surface. So this is our sphere. So those are the types of things we're going to be looking at today and identifying as we go. It's just, okay, so we have our non-polyhedrons, our cone, our cylinder, and our sphere that's rolling off my table. And we have our pyramids. We talked about our pyramids, polyhedrons with one base and triangular faces. All right, so in today's lesson, you're going to be identifying and naming these different shapes.